So I was in New York City about 3 weeks ago, and I was covering that crisis because, since the start of the illegal immigration crisis in the United States of America, it really was a lot of those border cities that were getting hit, right? It was a lot of the states that were like, hey, maybe we should close the border. Maybe we shouldn't be implementing a lot of these democratic policies. Having an open border for a country, never a good idea. Now, of course, the same Democrats and liberals that were applauding this usually applaud it from, way up north in the country, like in New York. So now that the crisis is hitting New York, I really wanted to highlight this because, for example, Mayor Eric Adams is really walking back a lot of his claims regarding sanctuary cities, regarding wanting open borders, regarding welcoming immigrants into New York, I guess, because the illegal immigration has gotten so bad. For example, at the start of this, there was... When I first started, I want to say like 30,000 illegal immigrants that made their way up to New York City. Okay. So this was maybe at the end of 2021. Now in 2024, we're looking at over 175,000 illegal immigrants that are in that city. If you look at this from a monetary standpoint, because like I said, I like to really investigate how this impacts Americans on top of illegal immigrants being in their city, how much money they're spending on this. It was originally slated that they were going to be spending about $1 billion. Again, these were the figures.
B with billion.
1 billion. These were the figures at the end of 2021, right? Just for New York. They're now slated to spend $12 billion through 2025 on these illegal immigrants. And what this money is being spent on, by the way, is free hotel rooms, free plane tickets, free child care, free medical care. So basically, if you're an illegal immigrant who crossed into our country, you can come and give birth to your anchor baby. They'll send you to the hospital. They'll give you a free car seat, anything that you need for your child. And again, the citizens of New York are paying for this. And I love going up there because you see so many liberals that are like, yeah, this was a horrible idea and I don't like this. And then also, like I said, too, their governor and their mayor, who were very much at the forefront of wanting the illegal immigration crisis to be allowed to prosper, now having to face the music essentially and walking back their claims. So New York, absolutely insane. Here's a quick video that I took outside of St. Brigid, which is a city center, right? We just talked about those 12 billions. Yep. This is an example of what those 12 billion are going to if we want to play this video.
This whole entire area was filled with migrants back here. And as soon as we started filming, they're now moving them all inside because they don't want us to see what's going on in New York City. Now, I want to highlight these signs as well. They say, did you know we can book your ticket to travel anywhere outside New York City? No need to wait in line. Just tell the front door staff you'd like to get a travel ticket.
Oh, wow. Just letting them know. Just fly in here. Who gives a damn?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different languages up there. So you have multiple people from multiple countries being offered free tickets out of New York City. And again, this whole area was just filled with migrants. But as soon as we got here and we started trying to speak to them, they're all gone now.
So the interesting thing, too, about this is we were seeing a lot of Venezuelans come in. We're actually seeing people from all over the world, but now it's a lot of African migrants. And again, I'm just going to be honest. I don't like the fact that in the United States of America, I can't converse with somebody in English. English should be the primary language of this country. Our Constitution is written in English. And this is another issue as well that I've continued to face in Texas specifically, right? I'll have an Uber driver. He'll come pick me up. As a woman, I think for safety purposes, I should be able to converse with my Uber, and I typically can't because I don't speak Spanish. Now, I think that more than anything, this highlights the fundamental disintegration of the United States of America, where you have an entire class of people that are coming in with different values, with a different culture, with different languages. Granted, we are a melting pot, right? We are a country of immigrants, if you will. But what is happening right now is completely unsustainable. You have had, 10.5 million illegal immigrants come across the border since Joe Biden has taken office. You have human trafficking going on, essentially. You have 85,000 children that have been lost under the Biden administration as a direct result of the border policy. A lot of these kids, by the way, are working in factories for big corporations against child labor laws. So this is just a huge issue. I mean, I know we're going to be touching on this too, but like the cartels as well completely own our border. I've spoken to National Guardsmen who say that the cartels will leave dead bodies on the U.S. side of the border as an intimidation tactic. So it's absolutely insane. And then the attitude of these migrants is so entitled. We'll play one more video here. Or actually, if you just want to play this one too, okay, we can play this one. Sorry about that. My bad, my friends. Let's just play this quick video of, again, some of the entitlement that we are getting from these immigrants in terms of them using our taxpayer dollars.
Yes. They give me a ticket for free to Chicago. I fly tomorrow.
For free?
For free.
Why are you going to Chicago?
I try to find any work because I'm homeless immigrant from Russian Federation. Yo, my name is Mark Miriam.
You're from Russia?
Yeah.
Who gave you the ticket to go to Chicago?
Chicago, no, this special government service company, you know, they try to help new people, new immigrants who come.
You're excited to go to Chicago?
Yeah, because I want to see new city. It will be, I want to feel new vibe, new atmosphere, and maybe try to find new contacts, new friends.
So you were in New York for 1 year,
Yes.
and now you got a free ticket, and now you're going to go to Chicago.
Da. And then after Chicago, I'm going to Los Angeles because it was my first city in my life before New York.
Did you get a free ticket to go to Los Angeles as well?
Yeah, if I ask them. But at this moment, I have
maybe
like one friend in Chicago, and it will be new.
So we can cut this video off here,
so
but
Savannah, can I ask you a question? What? I know in my heart why. Why do you think this past 3 years has been just a complete disregard of the border, from Mayorkas to the top down, to letting them all come in? By the way, and it used to be, I love it. I love how everybody was just like, he's talking Mexicans and Mexicans. It's far beyond Mexicans. It's Venezuelans. It's Russians. It's Ukrainians. It's Africans. It's people. Everybody's coming here. I want to know your opinion, because I almost feel like it's remember in the War of the Worlds where the aliens started strategically setting up their pieces, and then at one point it was attack time?
Yeah.
What do you think? What's the end? What's the goal of it? It's not humanitarian.
Yep, it's destabilization of the United States of America. I think that the people in power do not care about the American people at all. I mean, we have even heard the rhetoric from a lot of mainstream media, from some of our highest politicians, about how Western nations and the people who founded our countries are bad. And we have seen the continued destabilization of this. And we're in election year, right? It's 2024. We have Donald Trump versus Joe Biden. And we have a lot of states with really relaxed election laws. Now, I've gone and I've asked a lot of these illegal immigrants, if you could vote, who would you vote for? And I'll let you take a wild guess, Vinny.
Oh, God.
It's going to be hard.
I wish the Jeopardy music was playing right now. Hold on. Joe Biden?
Yep.
No, Jose Biden.
Oh,
Yeah, there we go. There
yeah,
we go.
got
Southern
it.
America.
Exactly. So they're going to be voting for Joe Biden. We talk about this so often, how they're importing voters. But even outside of the election, I really view this as a destructuring. There we go.
Okay.
Sorry. A dismantling of the United States of America, really, and our values, our culture. It's really heartbreaking to see.
It's not bad. What's up, Roberto? Are you mad?
I couldn't even finish watching the video.
I know. I saw your head
Are
shaking.
you going to get canceled again?
His
I
glasses.
will get canceled again. This is bullshit, okay?
Yep.
I'm the only legal immigrant here in the panel.
Yeah.
I did everything right. Everything right.
Yep.
I went to school, got my degree, got higher education, fucking saved up money, got a lawyer, came here, threw it away.
Yep.
I need to renew my visa every other year.
Yep.
You know, I need to pay like thousands of dollars every time I call the lawyer. Like, I've done everything right in my life.
Yep.
My reason for moving here is not economical, it's ideological. Like, I think after the Bible, I think, you know, the Constitution is the best document and the most important document ever written. Like, I literally moved to this country because of the Constitution. That's my, like, I
believe it.
Like, I have pictures of the founding fathers around my house.
Yeah.
I love the freaking flag.
Yeah.
I speak English, you know, like as a second language, but I do it.
Yeah.
You know, I've been obsessed with America because it's such a great experiment, you know. It's the greatest nation that ever lived,
Yeah.
you know. And then I see all this. That Russian dude.
Pissing me off. I saw you
You know
get
what
mad.
I would do, Vinny?
Yeah.
You know what I would do? I will grab those signs.
Yeah.
Okay. Change the number, change the email, and change it to Gaza. Instead of LA, I'm gonna send them to Gaza so they can struggle there.
Yeah.
And all these people, like especially Venezuelans, like I'm married to a Venezuelan, so like I love them all. But the last 5-6 years, they've been literally opening up their prisons and sending the worst of the worst. You know, back home in Chile. They send so many. Like, I mean, Chile's a very small country. Like, and this is what's gonna happen to America. Like, I'm telling you. Like, we were 18 million. They sent 2 million Venezuelans there.
Wow.
And it's a disaster. The murder rate was like, I don't know, maybe one every week.
Yeah.
And now we have 100 murders a week.
Jeez.
Humberto, and can I just highlight too that again, what you're talking about right now is that you assimilated to the country, right? You care about the United States of America, and a lot of the, I guess, mindset of these migrants is that they want the country, like they basically are coming here to bleed the U.S. dry, and then they still want to keep their flag. They're still flying their flag.
Yes.
They still want to keep their culture, their ideals, and they basically want the U.S. to look like their country.
So it's not assimilation like him; it's an invasion.
It's an
Yes,
invasion.
it's an invasion.
An invasion.
There we go.
And
Okay.
What pisses me off about the Russian guy? I work 4 jobs, and that guy's traveling more than I am. Like he gets to see the entire U.S. on my tax dollars.
Yeah, you're paying for it. Go ahead. Go
To
ahead.
you, who is a veteran of the United States of America, and I've seen the problems that you've had with the VA, just you alone, and that's my one experience with a veteran, because I don't know a lot of them,
Yeah.
and seeing the trouble you've gone through. Guess how much the immigration problem costs the United States taxpayers every single year?
By the way, as you're saying that too, we just heard a jet fly over. That's another freaking $100,000. Wait, how much?
How much
What?
does the illegal immigration problem cost the United States government every year?
Every year that okay, going off of her number, every year, $10 billion.
150.7 billion yearly cost for illegal immigration. Do you know that the entire budget for the VA for veterans, how much the United States pays for veterans health care every year? 119 million. So we're spending almost $40 billion. I'm sorry, 119 billion. But we're still spending over $40 billion more paying for people to invade our country than we are to take care of the people who fought to defend the freedoms of this country.
It's the saddest thing, and thanks, Rob, for recognizing that. You guys have no idea how much I walk around, and I'm just like on the phone. Like, mind you, I'm paying for my own dental because they don't cover. You're not covered for that. But the amount of shit that I have to go through as somebody that signed up, joined, and put his life, meaning life on the line, meaning if they called and said, Vinny, go that way, I was going. My brother joined. My sister just retired. And to see that happening, bro, if you guys walk into just an average VA, it's the saddest shit you've ever seen. And they're giving these people hotel rooms. They're giving them credit cards with money on it. Meanwhile, there's the majority of these homeless people are they're veterans and they're dying.
This is a fucking joke. My first experience with veterans. I came here when I was 17, turning 18. I went to a community college because I was too young to go into actual college. And I was, in San Diego, near the base there. So I had a lot of Marines that were coming back from Afghanistan.
Deployment.
I think at that time. And kids my age, a little bit older, maybe 25, 26, missing limbs. Like that year that I was doing community college, like it was 2 guys that offed themselves that year. Like that's because freedom is not free. And the sacrifices that are made to keep this country running as it is.
Yeah.
Like, millions of Americans have died fighting for freedom, like since the American Revolution, and they're not grateful for that, and they don't understand why. Now, I think in general, the problem is, first of all, the foreign policy of the United States when it comes to South America, it's been super weak. Okay, instead of having a trading partner, something that is right in our door, we're not doing anything with them. We're importing things from China, make them more powerful, because that's a true enemy. At least all South America, North America is a Western society. Like, we're colonized by the same kind of people that, God-fearing, mostly Christians. Like, the cultures are similar. Okay, but we have nothing to do with the Russians, nothing to do with the Chinese, and it's a shame. And the other thing is that this is on us, as center of right media. We're not doing enough. Okay, CNN, they have a Spanish operation that doesn't use in Spanish. So the same lies and the same bullshit that they do in English, they do it in Spanish. Not only that, they have a local CNN channel for every South American country. So everyone that speaks Spanish and doesn't speak English, they're hearing the news from MSNBC, they're hearing the news from CNN. And so they're pre-brainwashed before they move in here.
And they're telling them, come here and vote for us. You can do it.
Look,
come.
And even though I'm not a big fan of Fox News, they're the biggest ones. According to ratings, and I would rather them listen to neocon Fox News bullshit. No, I'm sorry, but that's what it is.
Pick one of 2 evils.
Yeah, but then the CNN lie. So I think we need to put our big boy pants on and get serious about communication to them, because they're already here. It's very hard for them to leave. So we better start talking to them and to their mind.
That's a great
So if they bring their South American, African bullshit here, that shit doesn't fly, and get with the program.
Because that's a great point. The number that I heard from someone that's pretty freaking deep in involved in, Homeland Security and all that stuff, the real number, it's not 8 million, it's not 50. It's going to be 20 to 22 million when this 4 years is done. You're not getting rid of them. You're not getting rid of them. If Trump wins, if there's one video of agent grabbing one kid, it's over. Go back to your country. So guess what? You made a great point. How are you going to convert those people to vote for the other side?